If you are thinking of buying a home in the Olympia, Washington area, there are a few things you should know before moving here. Hi, I'm Francine Viola, Realtor in Olympia, Washington, and this is what we're talking about in this week's episode, the top 9 things you should know before moving to Olympia. Number 1, geography. Where is Olympia, Washington? Olympia is 60 miles south of Seattle and 115 miles north of Portland, Oregon. Olympia is the capital of Washington. Probably the best part about Olympia's location is the fact it is a gateway to so many natural wonders like the Pacific Ocean. Ocean Shores and Westport are 2 popular destinations. They're about an hour-and-a-half drive away. The Olympic Mountain Range is where you can hike the Hoh Rainforest and visit Forks, Washington if you're a die-hard Twilight fan. The Cascade Mountain Range bisects the state, and here is where you'll find Mount Rainier and Mount St. Helens. Number 2, the weather. Olympia's weather can be classified as mild. We do get a little rain, and our rainiest months are November through January. For snow, we will get a little snow. Some years we don't get any at all, and then other years it's pretty bad. One of my earliest videos I did in 2012 was when it snowed a lot, and you can check that out here. And at the time, the video was pretty funny, but right after I uploaded the video, we lost power for a week. Then it wasn't so funny. Speaking of losing power, we can get some strong windstorms that will knock out power for a while. For the winter months, temperatures on average are about mid-30s to high 40s. In the summer, we're in the 70s and 80s, but we do have some 90-degree days. Number 3, the traffic. Traffic is pretty much an issue in any metropolitan area, but Olympia is still pretty good. You can still get around. I-5 is the major freeway, and it runs north and south all the way from the Canadian border down to Mexico. But in Olympia, I-5 runs east and west, so if you need to go south on I-5, you would be traveling west. On the topic of traffic, Olympia loves roundabouts. A roundabout, also known as a rotary in other parts of the country, have replaced the 4-way stop and traffic lights. Most roundabouts are 2 lanes, some are just 1 lane. Just make sure you pay attention to the signage so you know if your lane can go through or if you have to turn and exit the roundabout. Number 4, employment. Thurston County's major employers are the city, state, and federal government. Being that Olympia is the state's capital, the state buildings are primarily in Olympia and Tumwater. The largest private employers are Providence St. Peter Hospital, Safeway, and Walmart. Number 5, affordability. Washington State does not have an income tax, but we do have a sales tax that varies upon what city you're in. Thurston County remains the most affordable county for housing along the I-5 corridor. Be sure to check out my video on the cost of living in Olympia. Number 6, the waterfront. Olympia's downtown waterfront is impressive with its views of the Olympics, the marinas, the water activities, the boardwalk, and all the amenities along the way, including restaurants, galleries, and access to the farmers market. This is a great place year-round for a walk, and in the summer there are several festivals including the Olympia Dragon Boat Festival. And if you're looking for affordable waterfront properties, we have those too. Number 7, the mall. So the mall was something that surprised me when I moved here. Growing up in Seattle, I was used to going to Nordstrom's flagship store and the old Frederick and Nelson's where my parents took me to meet Santa Claus, which some years didn't go so well. But I was used to these big department stores with many floors. So when I went to the mall located on the west side of Olympia, I went to the Macy's store and I couldn't find the escalator, nor the stairs, nor an elevator. It's all 1 level, or in my world, it's what I'd call a giant rambler. Shopping at malls is becoming a moot point nowadays, but that was one thing that shocked me when I moved here. The mall was just 1 level. Number 8, JBLM. JBLM stands for Joint Base Lewis McChord. It is the Army and Air Force base located in Pierce County, northeast of Olympia. The base has a population of 209,000 people. Its population size makes it the 4th largest military base in the world. One thing that I didn't know about living in Olympia is that JBLM trains with mortars and artillery. In the distance, you can hear these strange booms. That was something new to me, but now that I know what it is, I can use my military clients' words to describe that as the sounds of freedom. And number 9, fun stuff to do. I thought that moving to a smaller town would mean less fun stuff to do, but actually there's a lot to explore and it's easy to do as you aren't fighting for a parking space or large crowds or spending a ton of cash for an event. As I mentioned, there are a lot of outdoor activities to get out into nature, but Olympia also has a great art scene with galleries, public art installations, the semi-annual Arts Walk where you can see local artists and their work. Downtown has some fun shopping and eateries. You have to visit the Hands-On Children's Museum, and you gotta try the Sunday brunch at Bud Bay Cafe. I'd love to help you find your next home in Olympia, Washington. Call me if I can help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.